Okay, folks, this is the 40K to 400K formula workshop where we show Shopify store owners their fast path plan to consistent Shopify orders. Three things we like you to do up front as we've had a bit of a chat while we've been waiting in the green room before we came live. We're going to be here for about an hour, so we'd like you to lock in. Obviously, the more you give, the more you're going to get, the more present you are, the more you're going to get out of this session. We would love you to be seen rather than having to stare into the black boxes of death on Zoom that gives us little black windows. So if you do have a camera and you're not out and about or somewhere you don't want to be seen, we'd love you to have your cameras on, but yourselves muted. We'll unmute you as we go through the call and bring certain people up on stage. And we'd love you to have a chat. So find the chat function down the bottom there somewhere inside of the Zoom functions down there. We will be chatting to you as we go through this call. This is not going to be a one-way, just us here guest bagging. We will be asking you to engage and answer some questions as we go. So we'd love you to chat with us down in the chat. Few goals for you today. Our primary goal is for you to learn how to turn more of the browsers, the visitors, the people that come to your site into buyers, right? How to make more sales from the same amount of people from the traffic that's already coming to your website. We talk a lot about conversion and conversion optimization, and that's what we're going to focus on a lot today. We're also going to take a look at some stores live on this call, and we're going to have a look at what's broken. Right, most of the e-com businesses that we meet have stuff fundamentally broken in their businesses, but luckily we do have a bit of a magic wand, and we can show you what to fix so that you can unbreak things, get things moving forward. And you'll also leave today with a plan. We call it a fast path plan. This will give you a concise few things for you to work on inside of your business that's actually going to move it forward in the next 90 days rather than the 4 billion things you've been listening to every YouTube and TikTok guru tell you to do when you just don't end up doing anything because there's too many things. A big question we get here inside our communities is, will this work for me? Right, and this is sort of comes in three flavors, one of which is, will it work for my niche? Will it work at my size? And will it work now? And the short answer is yes, yes, and yes. Right, no matter what niche you're in, we work with hundreds of brands from dog brands to candle brands to fashion brands to makeup brands to all sorts of brands, everything you can imagine. And the stuff that we teach works for all of them because it is principle based. And because it's principle based, we apply it to businesses of all different sizes. Some of you might be pre-launch, some of you might have just launched, some of you might have been doing this for 10, 20 years already, and you just don't know what to do next. But the principles that we will show you will apply to your business, and it will apply today. All of our people, all of our team, all of our experts, all of our coaches are working right now inside of e-commerce businesses, right? We're not general strategists. We're not general business people. We're live inside of e-commerce businesses every day. So the stuff that we teach is stuff that works inside of e-com. So who is this for? This is going to be for pretty much everyone on this call. If you've come to this call, there's a reason that you're here. You're looking for answers, and hopefully we're going to give you a lot of those answers here tonight. But most of the people we meet fit into one, if not all of these categories. You're passionate. You've got a product, you've got a business, you've got something that you know can have a big impact in the world. It can positively influence and change somebody's life. It's a passion project. It's a great project. It's something that you invented to fix a problem for yourself. And you just haven't been able to get it into as many hands as you possibly can. But you know that if you had those right next moves, that this business could really take off. So if that's you, you are in the right place. You're probably also overwhelmed if you are that type of person, right? You're passionate, you're driven, you're trying to get stuff done. Not sure who's drawing on my screen there, but thank you for. If you are running a e-com business, you are probably overwhelmed, right? Because business is complicated. Business can be overwhelming. And as I said, there's a tendency to get what we call infobesity. And you go and you watch every YouTube video and every TikTok and every Facebook and every Instagram and every influencer you possibly can. And you end up with so many things you could possibly do that you end up just procrastinating and not doing any of them. And another year goes by and another year goes by and you're in the same place. And where you want to be is where you're in a place that you're making more money. And that's the third type of person that we like to work with and that we tend to see. People that want to make money because you started a business. I'm pretty sure nobody here started a business just to work lots of hours or to enter stuff into a Shopify store, right? You started a business to make some money, to improve your life, to help people around you, to have freedom. But a lot of people make money and they make just enough to kind of cover a bit of stock and then pay the ATO. And we don't want you to just be a collection agency for the ATO. We want you to build a profitable business that actually pays you as the business owner. So why should you listen to Paul, myself, Chris, our team? Number one reason is that we don't teach theory. We teach stuff that we practice and by experience. Paul's been in this game forever. I've been in business forever. Our team's been around businesses for a long time in marketing and all sorts of pursuits. So we know what we're talking about. And we teach the stuff that we've done, the stuff that we know, the things that we know work, and the stuff that we work on for ourselves. Paul, if you've never met Paul before, started Warcom, which is one of the first e-commerce stores in Australia, which he kicked off in 1997. Sold about 40 bill worth of product with that business and ultimately sold it out to an ASX listed company in 2014. And during that period, learned everything there possibly is to know about e-commerce. And during that time, also built the Insightful agency, essentially to be his own marketing agency. And Insightful now builds 100 plus websites a year and manages a lot of our marketing services inside of our e-commerce community. So in 25 years plus of business and e-com, our team's seen it all, done it all. And because of that, we can see around the corner, right? We can see the thing that's coming to get you in your business because we know how these businesses work. We know what those next steps look like. We can take complex problems and complex businesses and boil them down to the thing that needs to happen right now to move it forward. And that's why we've created spaces like the e-commerce circle. And that's why we do these calls to help business owners like you get unlocked and take from our experience. And the funny thing is that the stuff that we've practiced and done and experienced over the last 20 odd years is still the same stuff that works today, right? Remember I said we base our stuff on principles, right? Principles are longevity. They're battle tested. They work time and time and time again. So the same stuff that worked a decade ago works today and will work in the future. And that's what we teach. And when we teach this and we train this and we put this into e-com businesses, they get results like this. We get businesses that do their first $1 million years. We have businesses doing their first $1 million months. We have people that finally crack a 10K month after moving from another platform, right? Like Amazon or Etsy. We have businesses cracking their first 100K months and everything in between. Great example of that is Steve from Holdcom. Steve joined us probably 10 months ago. He was doing about 170K at that time and wanted to grow his business to about 250K. We put a bit of a plan together for him. And since that was his 12-month goal was to scale up to 250K, and we hit that in about 4 months of executing his strategy. And what we did wasn't reinvent the entire business. We tweaked a few critical things inside of his business, pulled a few big levers that made a massive difference. Since then, he's not only hit consistent 250K plus months, he's hit new daily records. He did a $13,000 day. I think he had a 60K week not that long ago. And things are moving forward for him much faster than they were. We do have what we call our unhidden agenda on this call. Obviously, this is a free call. We do this every week. We take a couple hours out of our time to run these calls. So we obviously do these for a reason, right? And we are looking for our next client success stories. I want to put your face and your results in your Shopify store on my next slide the next time I put this together, so we can show the world how amazing your business is going and how far you've come in a short time. As I said, we are teach and do guys. We teach what we do what we teach. Our mission inside of the e-commerce circle and Insightful is to help people build amazing e-com businesses. So our promise for you for this workshop is that even if we never ever see you again, if this is the first and last time we ever speak to you, which we hope is not the case, but if that is the case, we hope that you will walk away from this with valuable stuff that you can actually implement into your business today. that's actually practical, tactical, that will give you killer results. Obviously, we'd love to spend an hour with every single person on the call and deep dive your business and give you private attention. But obviously, we do have time constraints. If we did that today, it would take us about a day at the moment with 20 odd of you on here. So because of those time restraints, we will have an offer for you on today's workshop for a way for you to work a bit closer with our team and get more of that one-to-one guidance. So for you, those of you that are interested in a bit more assistance and would like to work with us more closely to achieve your goals faster, can I get a hands up? Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get an emoji in the chat? Can I get a hell yes, Chris? Thank you. If it would be okay with you, if later on in this call we share an offer with you later on in this call. Awesome. Yes, yes. Got some thumbs up. Got some okays. Good, good. The next thing we'd like to know from you whilst you're in the chat is, where are you at in your journey? Are you in startup mode? Are you kind of just getting started? Have you not made your first sale, or maybe you just made your first sale? You might even be pre-launch, right up to sort of that 10K month. Or are you in setup where you're kind of stabilizing a bit? You're kind of starting to figure out what works, getting your marketing engine running a bit tighter and kind of hitting those 25K months. You're in a grow up phase, maybe starting to push those 40, 50K months, starting to scale, maybe starting to bring in some new product lines. Or are you in scale up where everything is, you know, the systems, and now it's just a matter of pouring fuel on the fire? Let us know, are you in startup, setup, grow up, scale up? Whereabouts are you all in your journey? Then obviously we can meet you where you're at and we can speak your language. Scale up, startup. Okay, good, good. Startup, 2 sales from 2 friends. That's the way to get going. Awesome. Startup ends in a weird position. Okay. Good, good. We'll sort you all out today. Fantastic. When we met Paul and Delane, they were in kind of setup mode, really. They were just getting going. They were doing fairly inconsistent kind of 10 to 14K months, but had an amazing product, super energized, loved what they were doing. Clients loved their product. They do really clean, beautiful collagen and protein. So they needed a strategy. And since we started working with them, this is even old data now. They're up 115% on the previous year. That's probably even more now. Then from sort of 15K months, they're now pushing $95,000 months consistently. Both of them are now working in the business, fits around their lifestyle, exactly as Chris has just said. And they're loving their business. They're getting more out of it. They're able to put more into it. They're bringing new product lines in. And again, similar to Steve, we didn't reinvent the wheel for them. We focused on a few key things, a few key factors that really drove significant success in their business. They're buying more motorbikes. That's it. That's their freedom mechanism. So how do you guys think we get results like this? Is it lucky and we just meet people who are already on that trajectory and we just screen grab their Shopify store results and go, hey, we did this, right? Is it some sort of magic, as we've been talking about magic wands tonight? Or is it some kind of a system? What do you reckon in the chat? Is it luck? Is it magic? Is it a system? Is it a combination of all those things? Magical, lucky system? Yeah, Melody, maybe it's a bit of luck, bit of magic, bit of system. All three. Any more takers? I'm going to break the tension. It is a system, and it's a system specifically that we call the more orders model that looks something like this. This is our triangular model. And as you can see here, there are 3 sides to this diagram and 3 question marks. So our next little challenge for you is, what do you think? And drop these in the chat. What do you think these 3 things could be? And these are the 3 things that are broken in every e-commerce business we meet, or they're not fully optimized, or they could be even better optimized than they are. These are the 3 biggest levers you can pull in your business. What do you think these 3 things might be? And we're going to play a bit of hangman style. So make your guesses good, because we're going to hopefully not hang this guy out to dry. What do you think these 3 things are? And they all start with S, just to make it very, very easy for everyone. They all start with S, and they have these number of letters in. These two have 5 letters. These two have 8 letters. This one has 8 letters. Traffic, conversion, audience.
Anna's like on the money almost, just not the right words.
Yeah,
But
you're not
she's
pretty,
definitely like,
pretty, pretty close. Good
yeah,
guess, Anna. Anyone else? They all start with S, though, not T, C, and A. I'm going to drop a bit of further of a hint. They all actually start with st. Justin, you can stop guessing because you're here every week and you already know the answers. Don't give it away. So we've had traffic conversion audience. I'm going to give you one for that. Strategy.
nice.
Strategy, nice. One of them is strategy. Good
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
design wise.
Stock is a good try. It's a really good try.
Stock's a good
S-
try, but you get a body for that.
systems. Systems.
Nah,
Systems.
no,
No,
not,
that's
These
not
not
are
the right
all
one.
like
I'll
good.
give you a leg for that one.
Yeah. A lot of this does go into
Ah,
strategy.
it started
Store.
with ST. Yeah,
Bang, there we go.
score.
Store.
There you
Oh,
go.
store. There we go. We
Ah,
got one. Good guess, design wise. Design wise, Co's.
This one I
Got
think is
one.
the one no one ever gets.
And
Only
we've
three
got one
people to
more.
guess.
I'll give you another guess. I'll give you another.
No, it's the
All
STO.
of this makes you more sales.
Give him one arm.
What is it? It's called a web.
stock.
Storage.
Is,
Storage.
Too many
is
letters.
this
Storage and stock definitely helps.
Oh,
So close.
Bang.
I know it is.
Bang. There we go.
Story. Nice. Well
Got
done.
it.
It's your store, your story, and your strategy. Well done, folks. Thanks for playing. Your story is all about conversion. This is about having a high converting website. That was well played. That's one of the best hangmans we've had so far. Well done. Your story is all about conversion, right? This is converting more browsers into buyers. It's about having a high converting website. Your story is about connecting to your visitors, connecting to your people through compelling brand messaging. And this goes into your website. This goes into your H1s, your H2s, your headlines, your trust icons, how you speak to your customers, and goes across your entire ecosystem of your brand, right? Your Facebook ads, your store, your content, your social content, your emails, everything you're doing in your business must tell a story to a specific person to compel them to shop with you. And your strategy is how you take control of your business and turn that chaos into control. This is perfecting your business model, having a step by step in the right order strategy to actually run your business. This is having a digital strategy that helps you convert more buyers, browsers into buyers. This is knowing what to do, when to do it, and in what order to do it as well, right? Because doing the right thing at the wrong time is still the wrong thing. So knowing what to do, how to do it, and then when to do it, and in what order to do it is what we talk about under strategy. So we've had a few people volunteer their stores, but if you'd like us to have a look at your store and fix yours right now live on this call and prepare a fast path plan for you, the first few to drop your URLs down in the bottom of the chat there, we'll have a look at a fast path plan for your business where we will investigate how well your store converts, how compelling your story is, and how much of a strategy you have around growing your business in a scalable, profitable way. All right, we've got Tim, we've got Helga, Chris and Paul. Do you want to pick someone? And what we're going to do is what we call our fast path plan, which
Yeah.
looks something like this. And when we look at a fast path plan, we're looking at how you can fix your business. We're going to look at the stuff that you need to fix. We're going to look at the stuff that you need to build, so stuff that you don't have that needs to be built, and potentially some stuff that's working well that you want to grow over this period. And we're tending to focus down here in this next 90 days, right? Because that's tangible, that's practical, that's stuff you can go and execute now. No point giving you stuff for a year from now. So this is where we're going to focus. We're going to give you a few things that you can focus on in the next 90 days to actually build your business and scale your business profitably.
I reckon we try and fit in all three of these, Tim, Helga, and Anna.
Yeah.
See if we can get
I
all of
reckon
them
look
done.
at Tim's, definitely. I'm super keen to hear more about this brand too.
Yeah, we'll run
Just
through
because there's like lots of speakers and karaoke. I'm just trying to see if Tim sells guitar amps. for obvious reasons, or just these kind of speakers. So, do you want to come off mute, mate? If you're open to doing that, and just here's also the opportunity to keep in mind that this video is going inside the Shopify groups, going on YouTube. So feel free to plug your brand and make it sound amazing, so that people come and go, oh, I might buy some stuff too. So,
Do we have Tim?
yeah,
Yeah.
Tim, over to you, Tim.
There we are.
Yeah,
Yes.
go, yeah.
Can
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, so I've been in business for about 34 years now, and KHE or Karaoke Home Entertainment, we sell Australia-wide karaoke machines, boom boxes, some people call them, powered speakers, but basically whether they're using social media streaming services or karaoke YouTube or karaoke apps to do singing, performances, guitar playing, because most of our units do have guitar jacks as well, so you can stream music and jam along as well. But they're full-on PA systems as well. So we supply a broad range of customers from schools to function places, you name it, and of course home users as well.
Yeah, cool.
Got it. All right, let's get into this. So a few things, right? So one of the most important things on your website is actually what's called a H1 tag. And a H1 tag means heading 1 tag, and heading 1 is your big bold statement, your big bold promise that you're making your audience when they land on your website. In addition to that, it's the single most important thing from a search engine optimization perspective, so that Google can find you in Google searches, right? So as an example, your H1 tag should have the phrase in it that you're trying to get searches for. So for example, you should be like karaoke machines or something. I imagine there's probably, don't know how many searches there are a month for karaoke machines, but let's have a look. Everyone can see my screen, I
Probably
imagine. So let's have a look. Because there are, and you probably rank pretty well for this already, but I'm going to do like this 590 searches. And then if we do this and I do this and I come over here, hopefully you do rank for it. Even though my point being, you actually don't mention it in your H1 tag because you don't have a H1 tag at the moment. So, because your logo is your H1 tag. So bear with me. So we've got KHE karaoke. So do we actually rank for this particular thing though? Karaoke machine. Oh, hang on. There's an issue with that. So didn't look like you are. So let's rebuild this homepage for one live on the call. So here's what we're going to do. So obviously on desktop, most people come to your website and the first thing they're going to see is like all of this space, right? And sure, it says karaoke home entertainment and so forth, but you're missing the H1, like I said, which should sit here. So that's your H1 and here's your H2. Now, H1 and H2 largely serves Google searches and largely is helping lead people to a promise that you're making them. So, for example, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but like a better H1 would be Australia's #1 karaoke machines for home and party, right? So potentially that's what actually is occurring in your business. Like this is different for all brands. Some brands may make the claim in a H1 and go, hey, the best skincare that you're ever going to put on your face and use it. And even though you're 90, it's going to make you look like a 25. So they're making a big, bold promise, right? But for you don't need to get that fancy. But, you know, you can have high performance karaoke speakers with, looks like you do you do Vietnamese and English tracks or something? Is that a thing?
We have machines that play everything basically from Vietnamese, English.
Okay.
It's sort of dependent on the app that they're using.
Yeah, got it. So, but what you need to be doing is putting like a sentence, something like that, like straight here. People read and go, oh, cool, I'm in the right spot. These are the #1 and they do this and they do this. Most brands don't do this. They say some random thing. Like you might go to Chris's website, you know, and they're like, you know, hey, welcome Chris's candles. So for those of you that are in the Shopify Australia group, he did a video about this earlier today and Chris's mustaches or something. Do you know what I mean? And he's like, didn't make any sense what's, you know. So you have to nail that and you have to, in my recommendation, and I say this to everyone, make a big promise. We're #1 in Australia and we do this and this. You go, great, off to a great start. Now, in addition to that, you need a H2 tag. So for yours, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but you do, so it's pretty easy to set it up. It's probably studio quality sound. You deliver right across Australia. Would those things be right?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. So H2, again, you don't have that. And I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong. I mean, clearly it says that you do karaoke stuff here, and most people probably know who you are, but like adding this to the site and then putting it like down here, and you got a sentence like this. So people now come to your website and they're like, cool, I've rocked up on Tim's site. And I'm like, I read that tick and I read that tick, and I go, cool, I'm probably in the right spot.
Yeah.
But what is also missing down here, you've got a bit of social proof. You got like 104 reviews. However, when we talk about things like trust statements, I'm going to draw. Oh, what happened then? My first time drawing on the internet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What you're looking to hit here is more promises, more trust, more social proof, more objection handling. So people read them and they go, oh, great, I'm in the right spot. So for you, for example, I mean, you've already got this, 100 plus 5-star reviews, but you could have a sentence here that said something along the lines of like this. Where's my drawing thing? I've got a lot of stuff going on here. I'll put it here. Easy to set up even for first timers. Why that's important? Because maybe someone like, me, Chris, and Chris are going to have a party on the weekend. They're like, oh, is this hard to use? And if when we think about that, answer it for me. Then you've got maybe, let's assume Chris was wanted to sing Vietnamese. You might have this, 60 plus thousand Vietnamese songs that he can sing, blah, blah, blah. Like, cool, I'm in the right spot. Or we've got, we're all in
Professional
Melbourne.
quality makes you sound better than you actually sound in real life.
Yeah, you sound better.
That's what I need.
Exactly. Yeah. Pickups available from our Danny. You can see where I'm going with this, right? So I go, and why I'm drawing terribly all over the screen. Again, I go tick 1, tick 2, tick 3, tick 4, tick 5, tick 6, 7. I got like 10 ticks here, right? So in a person's brain, they've gone, cool, this is good to go. Like, I've knocked out all of my fears. I've knocked out all the objections that I had. I've got all the proof that I need. Now, because that's the first thing they see, now they'll go, cool, I'll start scrolling. I'm like, now show me the things, Tim. Like normally down in here, I would have gone straight into like bestsellers or trending, or show me the thing that everybody else buys, right? Because that's how most people shop. But to my point, most brands do this wrong. They mess up their H1, they mess up their H2, and they mess up that. And because they do so, that's a monster part of why they have a bad conversion rate. So there's so much more that goes into nailing a brand messaging strategy in here as well. Like you mentioned, like I've been doing this for 30 years. And is that mentioned anywhere on the site at the moment? Is it kind of hidden somewhere?
Under about.
Yeah. So no one goes there, right? They go to the homepage. And for me, if I was in this space, I'd go, show me the H1 and show me the H2. Show me the trust statements, show me the best-selling products, show me the best-selling collections, show me a photo of the pickup location in Dandenong that's a monster warehouse potentially, and here's a photo of Tim, and here's the 6 staff with Tim, and I'm like, oh, cool. Like it's not getting drop shipped from overseas, right? So This is a small part of what we do when we go into someone's brand strategy. Also, why this is so important is because when you're running this stuff in like a meta ad, for example, or a Google ad, or an email, or a blog, or SEO, you want to be saying the same thing that you're saying in your ad that's on your website. So people are on Facebook and they're talking to their mates. They're like, we should have a party on the weekend and let's get karaoke stuff, right? Up comes your ad and it says, hey, it's Tim here. We have real human support. We've got 100 5-star reviews. We've got 60,000 Vietnamese songs. We've got pickup from Dandenong. We're Australia's #1 karaoke machine, and we can make Chris sound better. So go to our website. Then they go to the website and they go, oh yeah, it's saying the same stuff on the website as it said in the ad. Cool, show me the products. So when we do this, like when we work with brands, like we've got a program called our Inner Circle program, right? We spend like 6 hours on this with brand owners and go, let's nail this because it's the most important thing. Because people are out there running ads, doing YouTube videos, like sending out emails, blah, 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 blah. And they're saying different things everywhere and they're not saying any of this stuff. And then because this is the first part of the amazing triangle that Chris showed you. It's broken, right? It leads to a poorer conversion rate. I mean, you could have a 3% conversion rate, a 4% conversion rate right now. Feel free to let me know what it is, but simply
Less
by
than 1%.
less than, yeah, well, there. I mean, there's other factors in this though, right? Because people are going to buy from you. They probably want to talk to you before they convert and so forth. So it's a very considered purchase or a considered rental or whatever you do. However, like fixing this would at least get it to 1, 2, 3%, you know. And for a business like yours, and I think you said you're in scale up phase, like if you're doing 100 grand a month and your conversion rate's 1% and you double it, you go, cool, we're a 200 grand a month business, right? And this is only fixing brand at the moment. So if we were to now look at like jump over to, and I'm mindful Chris Filato from my team wants to do everyone on the call, so I'll try my best. So what's your best selling product now on here?
Probably the very first one, the smallest box. Yep.
Okay.
Entry level machine.
So now what we're going to do, we're going to jump into like what we call conversion rate optimization. So I didn't go super deep into brand because I can go, Chris and I can talk about brand for like 48 hours and we'll still be talking. That's how deep you go into nailing brand. And for you, like pretty cool that we nailed that at some point. So, but from conversion rate optimization, I want to break this down quickly. So you have a product page, all right? Everyone knows what a product page on the Shopify site is. You have a collection page. Everyone, hopefully you know what that is. You go to homepage. Then, for example, you've got a cart. Hang on. So I'll put something in my cart. Here's Tim's cart. Right? Tim shouldn't be using this type of cart. He should be using what we call a cart drawer, but for the purpose of this exercise. And then he's got his checkout. 99% of Shopify websites don't have all of what I call conversion rate elements inside of all of these pages. And that's why the conversion rate is crap. So for example, on your homepage, there's like 50 or 60 different things that should be on a homepage that make people convert better from that homepage. On a product page, there is probably like 150 things that exist on a product page that you don't have probably 90% of them at the moment that help it convert better, right? So for me, and I'll give you a few, like I can't see social proof. Like where's the reviews? And is there any reviews on this page?
If you scroll down, I think you'll find.
Yeah, so they're all hidden, right? So we need to move a button up here and go, we have all of these. What do we got? So they're business reviews, not product reviews. Is that right? Yeah. So that's got to change.
Both.
Yeah. So that needs to be in there. Then we don't have things such as you've got Afterpay and stuff sitting there. You've got breadcrumbs going on over there. You've got like GSTs included. So it's not clear. So it ships from Dandenong. It's not clear how much shipping is. Not being clear on your product page prior to adding a product to your cart is like one of the biggest mistakes that anyone can make. So
it says free shipping there.
Sorry, my bad. I missed that one there. And it ships from, where is it shipping from? So see how you got this here? Like I would be moving all that down here so people can see it straight away. In stock, ships from Dandenong, and then information about how long it takes to get to the person, for example. Do you ship Australia-wide as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And I would also encourage you to move that. So we've tested this a lot. Like it should be down under here as well, just the way you're kind of stacking it. But there's a lot of other things kind of that could be done better than there. It's the same with this as well, right? So as we get into your cart drawer, so right now people are thinking, so this isn't a cart drawer. This is what we call a mini cart, but a cart drawer will pop out over here, for example. And what will happen is you've got this product in your cart. You're like, great, that's what I want. And assuming that it wasn't free shipping, you know, you'll go, hey, you're like $50 away from free shipping. Down here, you should have all the payment icons that they can pay with. People are going to come along and be like, oh yeah, Visa, MasterCard, Amex, Afterpay, Klarna, all those kind of things. Do you also do upsells on these kind of products as well? Do you get people
on the page back? We had. We don't do it in the cart though, no.
Yeah. Okay. Change it into your cart because that's going to massively increase your average order value. Like hugely, hugely important. Because the three metrics that you largely want to focus on is like nailing your brand message, nailing your conversion rate, and then as part of nailing your conversion rate, increasing your average order value. So let's say, you know, I think you said you're in a scale up. So you're doing 100 grand. So if you were to come along and go, just double your conversion rate and double your AOV, like you've now gone from 100 grand a month to like 200-300K just by fixing these things, right? Like rebuilding the site, putting everything in the right order as well, like super, super critical. So, let me go back to the product page a little bit further, just so I can give you some further tips and stuff in here. But definitely like the whole social group, we've got to move that. I'll give you an example. So let's have a look. Give us a brand, Chris or Chris, so I can do a side-by-side comparison for Tim here. What do you reckon it relates to?
They have a lot of SKUs.
Toy box? Nah, not toy box. It's different, wrong niche, different space too. He's got different side now too. Even like Bayside, right? You go here. This is a very so this is I won't say it's a similar business, but it's a very considered purchase. You're going to go spend 20 grand on a golf simulator. Like that's a costly thing. Let's look at a launch monitor. We made this site. This dude's doing like $500,000 a month now. So come here and you can see as it loads, people viewing the product. Little things like this make a massive difference. So you probably can't do that on your theme, but we can help you fix that. Come through here, you got 15 reviews, you go, great. Add the cart, that's great. This is not an amazing thing, but it takes a while to get delivered, 12-month warranty. You probably have that, but you can't see it, especially on desktop. So it's not that you're doing anything like woefully wrong. It's just like the order of things and how they should be. Come down in here, they're an authorized reseller and so forth. The ability to even go and see other brands that are from the K-Box thing, so people stay on the site longer, and so forth. There's things that we can be putting in there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah. So if I was you, what I would be focusing on here, I will map out your fast path plan for you now. If I can find my existing whiteboard. And you and I can, like, it's probably worthwhile you and I actually jumping on a call and like doing this properly together, because you've got an amazing business. And I'm like, oh, a few little things, going to be even better. So I should clear my drawings before it. So first thing that you want to fix is brand strategy. Critical. Come over here and I'll make this thicker. Just need to work on how you communicate about your brand better. So that's brand story. Typically takes like a couple of weeks. Super easy to do. Second thing is get this website converting from 1% to like 2%, 3%. Again, like I'd never promise someone that we're going to rebuild a site and get it to the 3%, but you should be aiming for something like that. It's pretty industry standard for what you do, 2 to 3%. So conversion rate. Where does most of your sales come from at the moment? Are you doing like Meta, Google? Is it all organic? Is it all
just all organic?
You don't do any Google ads or nothing like that? Okay. Yeah, interesting then.
We sell on other platforms as well. We're on JB Hi-Fi, Kogan, eBay.
You're on all the marketplaces. Yeah, right. Have you tried with Google and everything before? Like if it's working organically?
I played a little bit around with Google a long while back, but I've done recently just a bit of Facebook ads. That's what we do.
Yeah, right.
Showcasing some of our models. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to look at one other metric on my screen, on another screen. So, all right. So you've got a thing called an authority score in Google. So I'll very quickly explain this to people. So for sites that largely rely on organic traffic, Google give you a score called an authority score, and they, as it says on the tin, that's how much authority they give you. So 14 is a very low number for a business that's been around for this long, and that explains to me why your traffic is going like this in Google. And I'm looking at that externally. Number one thing is like get your authority score up to like 25. So at the moment, you're getting thousands and thousands of visitors a month. And if you doubled your authority score, you'd probably get tens of thousands of visitors a month. Right? So it's not a hard thing to do, but and I don't normally recommend it on these calls, but from SEO, look at this. I need a better way of doing this, but got to double that, because that would be, again, a game changer for your business. So I'll leave this here now. So these three things, literally the number one three things we fix. So we fix your brand story, we fix your conversion rate, and that's probably like a website build. You do SEO, like have a proper SEO strategy, And then fourth, I would probably revisit Google Ads, because looking at the data that's available to me, there's tons of searches are available to it. And I just want to make sure you're up there front and center in front of everybody else. So these things done properly would be a game changer for you, I think, because one, you've already got tons of traffic coming to your website, right?
Yeah.
So we just want to convert them better. So
Yeah.
I want to do one more thing, because I learned this cool trick recently and I've been showing everyone how it works, and I'll share it on the call. So because everyone should see, everybody knows what ChatGPT is, right? So let's do some maths on this. What did you say your average revenue is at the moment, monthly, Tim?
Well, coming into Christmas would probably be about 70,000 a month.
Okay, all right. So this brand's revenue at the moment is 60,000. I loved using ChatGPT because I can't do maths for crap. And his conversion rate is, call it 1%. And do you know what your order value is? Average order value?
I think it was about 250 last time I looked.
250. All right, cool. Now, let's assume Tim made his conversion rate 2.5%, and his average order value 350. So I've only changed two things: your conversion rate and your average order value, right? That's it, and I've done so by making your brand story better and your conversion rate better. Fixing those two things. Everything else stays the same. How much more revenue, disregard my typing, will Tim make over the next 12 months if he fixes just those two numbers? And how much will he lose if he doesn't do anything about those two numbers? So 90% of the time this works. Sometimes it just says stupid stuff, but anyway, we'll have a look, right? So here's the math: monthly revenue 60, conversion rate 1%, average order value 250, and then we come down here, roughly that many visitors, So annual improved revenue by fixing that. What did I say there? So we get it up to 212 grand, because that's the new revenue number that you get. Your new revenue will be 2.5 million bucks for the year by fixing those two things. If you do nothing, your revenue stays at 720. That's not even going, let's fix Google Ads properly. Let's fix Meta Ads properly. Let's fix SEO properly. Blah, 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 blah. So I meet a lot of people on these calls and like, oh, it's expensive to make a website. I'm like, yeah, but it's expensive to do nothing and lose, an extra $1.8 million in potential revenue next year, and then continue to lose that for the next 10 years, So I wanted to demonstrate that to people on the call that go, oh, like, I don't mind messing around with my website and trying to fiddle it and do it myself and blah, 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 and hope for the best. I'm like, okay, well, you go to work every day for 60 hours a week and you work hard and you're like trying to make this work, but you got to fix these two things at the start, because if you don't fix these two, everything else doesn't matter. Makes sense to everybody on the call why this is very important. But the good thing is, this is an opportunity for you. You're like, got a great business, people buy my stuff already. Now I know the two things I need to fix. I should probably go fix them when I can. So good. Hope that's been helpful. Let's do this for someone else. I don't know if I can top that, but I'll do my best.
Thank you.
No worries. Who else did you have in mind? Chris V or Chris M? Do you have a similar brand or something? Please don't give me a candle brand or something. Give me something unique. What do we got? Just made Tim 1.8 mil. Theoretically, right? I mean, even if you own, Tim would be happy with an extra 1 mil. So you cut those numbers in half and you go, great, another, For what it's worth, that golf brand, I met them when they were doing 30 grand. We fixed their brand, we fixed their website, we helped them run ads, and now they're doing 600 grand a month, and now I don't even work with them anymore. I'm just like, off you go, you're good to go. Same thing. I've got a glass brand. The dude literally sells glass shower screens online. He was doing 40 grand. Now he's doing 660 grand a month. Fixed his website, fixed his brand, runs his own meta ads. So for brands like yours that sell expensive things, like you can go blow this up really quickly.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm still scrolling back past the Wheel of Fortune photo of Chris's lookalike.
We've got Royal Hounds, we've got Family Planner.
They both look pretty
Pick
cool.
one of those.
You guys pick one. My Family Planner. What's that one about?
Just like a family planner.
Hey, I need this guy. I have constant chaos at my house with 2 boys and the chaotic wife some days. Let's have a walk here. What's going on? Whose brand is this again? Sorry, if it's yours, come off mute.
Anna.
Start chatting to me.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Sorry, my camera's not turning on. I keep losing you on Zoom if I try and put my camera on.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, here's your opportunity to sell lots of these things to everyone that watches this later.
So I bought this business 5 or 6 weeks ago. It's been around for about 4 years, was previously doing about 200K, not massive amounts, but 200K a year. And then it was sold to someone else, and she's basically done nothing with it for 20 months. So it's been sitting dormant for 18, 20 months. And I've literally just, I've spent the last week trying to put reviews on the website, trying to kind of get it moving. And now just trying to reinvigorate basically. So I've got the Insta followers, I've got the Facebook followers, I've got big email lists, but I'm hardly getting any traffic. And the conversion rate when I do get traffic is really low.
Are you running ads to get traffic?
I started today. So I've spent the last month just trying to fix the website a little bit because it was a bit broken before I started running ads.
Okay, right. Everyone can see my screen, right? So you got some good things going on here. I mean, you've got reviews. I mean, look, it's pretty obvious what you sell. It's a bit, like you don't need to go crazy depths of brand to be like, make it sound that much better. But so magnetic monthly planner, there is still things missing. I'm going to power through a few people on this, but I'll give you a few things, right? So short description, like this stuff down here, move it up to here. So short description of why I should be using the product. Again, all the content on the site, on the product pages and everywhere is to counter people's objections and make them promises. So you need to think about that all the time. So it's like, why would I buy this? And you've kind of got our reusable day plan, helps you stay organized, clear-headed, and ready for whatever the month brings. That kind of sentence is great. It should come up here. So mums go, yeah, cool, I want that. I want to be clear-headed. I want less chaos. I want like less noise and I know what I'm doing. Just put it in the right location. There is a monster issue going on with this product page. So for those of you that have been in the Shopify space for a while, does anyone know what's missing from this particular page that's going to be crushing conversions for Anna? Put your hand up if you didn't think you know what it is. It's a big, ugly, orange, purple button. No Shopify Pay button, right? Blows my mind how many people don't have that button turned on. So it should be here. It's the ugliest button ever, but I click it, I check out. It's got my banking, it's got my payment details. I can give Anna my money in about 3 seconds.
Okay.
Super. Turn that on. I can't see any information about like where it's shipping from, like how long it takes to get there. What if I get it and I don't like it? So all the standard stuff like shipping, returns, warranty.
I think it's a bit further down, so I maybe need to bring it up.
Bring it up so you can actually see it. Number one, absolutely. What else do we want to do here? It's not really clear like what it's made out of, how big it is. Unless that's also further down. It's down there. Yeah, like I would be moving that. So I encourage people to use what I call like pills on images. So for example, you have like an image here, right? And it'll say like, hey, it's A3. And people instantly go, oh, I can see how big it is. And it's made out of this. And they go, oh, cool, I can see what it is. And the next thing, right? So any way that you can very quickly it across to someone that you go, oh, it's this, it's this, it's this, it's this, and it's not this, 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 and this, and they go, great, the more they are likely to convert, right? So like I'll often do a call like this and I will give people an example. And so like this is a brand that I work with. I'm going to show you one tiny little thing because these guys absolutely kill it. And I'll get rid of this photo. So they sell underwear for women. And I'm going to click a bra, right? And one of the biggest things that ladies get confused about when they go to a page like this, used to be until we fixed this issue, is why is that not working? Good job, guys. Hang on, we'll try again. Click another thing. Anyway, when you go to the page, if it was working properly, I don't know, it's letting me in a loop. On the actual product page, I want to show you this because it's important. I'm going to have to message Phil after this and be, hey, what happened to your website?
You need to click one of the collections under that image, I think.
Yeah, it's just not.
And under top collections, click one of the text links maybe. But that is definitely broken.
That is definitely broke. Yeah, it'll be in here.
It's just a collections image. That's why it's not actually a clickable.
Yeah, it's not linking
collection.
properly. Please work. All right, now we're getting in there. So, all right, so here we go. So, ladies who wear bras, like I'm going to give you the example here of like what one thing that you all probably think about when it ever comes to buying underwear, lingerie, and stuff online is you go, oh, yeah, great. Like you've got to figure out what size I am, right? So this little change here, which is like a pill that I spoke about, nearly tripled their conversion rate. I'm like, oh, this is Rochelle, and she wears a 10D. And you go, as a woman, I'm a similar size to her, or I'm a bit bigger than her, or whatever. So I'm probably whatever I am, right? So little things like that. And you can put as many things as you want on. See this thing, I've got my mouse over there, just that.
Yep.
All those little things make a massive difference, you know? So and there's a whole lot more stuff. Like you can see, you know, you put this thing on there and you go, hey, you should buy these other things and Afterpay is available and free shipping and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, they do all these super fun little other quirky things on their site, but you guys need all of them as well. So makes sense there.
Yep, absolutely does. Thank you.
Yeah, cool. Again, so yeah, you've got a cart drawer. It's pretty clear. I need to spend $30 more for free shipping. I can buy all these things. Yeah, this is all like it's fine. I mean, there's a lot of things that you could probably do better. Like you don't have, hey, 25 people purchased it in the last 23 hours, or 3 people are looking at the product, or da 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 da. There's a lot of like things that your theme may not be able to do, but stay to the end because the thing that we're going to talk to you about does do it. So let's we'll grab another brand. How are we going for time, Chris and Chris? What is Two Royal Hands? Chris Sam, I'm going to get you to do the pitch at the end too before my voice croaks out in about 3 seconds. So if that's cool with you. Whose brand is this? Helga's? Is that yours?
Yeah.
All right. Go give us the good stuff. Try and make some sales.
Give us the good stuff, did you say?
Yeah, give us a when did you start it? Why did you start it? What's
Yeah, no. I've obviously have 2 dachshunds, and I actually started this as a hobby, and over the years it sort of ended up being a Facebook page, and then it got bigger, so I decided I better get a website built through Shopify, and here I am. So now I make products for dachshunds. I'm very breed specific.
Okay.
And just you going through that last website, I'm already seeing things I don't have.
Okay.
Yeah. So dog.
All right. So this is going to be a fun exercise. I'll put you on the spot and go, you tell me what's a few things that are missing from how cute are these dogs? Lovely. They look at you like, just go for a walk, give me a treat.
That's my boy.
Okay,
so I can already see that I don't have the Shop Pay checkout thing on it.
Wow.
That you talked about, that big purple black line. That's missing from there.
Yeah.
I also just noticed that you showed the little pill that you talked about.
Yeah.
The sizing, so I can actually tell my customers what size my dogs are.
Yeah.
And color swatch. How about the color swatches underneath each product? So a lot of my products are very similar, like the same style, but they come in various designs. colors. So I really need to get those up as well. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Anything
saying.
else?
Oh, I don't know. I look at it every day.
So this is why we talk about. So I don't want to undersell conversion rate optimization. Like when we build someone a website, and there's a reason we charge lots of money for a website, is because there are literally 200 plus things that could go onto this page that make it convert better. People who come to this call, lucky if they have 10 of them, right?
Yeah.
So as you try and grow your business, it's like you want to get as many possible in there. So when you're spending your money on your ads and you go into Google and you go into Meta ads and you go, hey, Mr. Zuckerberg, here's my $1,000. And then you get a 2x return on your ad spend. So you get $2,000 back and you got that because your conversion rate sucks. But if you go, hey, I was put $1,000 in and I got an 8x return on my ad spend, you go, great. I'm going to give him many more $1,000. They go, oh, 2,000, 1,600 bucks, 3,000, blah, blah, blah. You know, you go, that's why this is so important so that you nail it. So here's a few more things that, you know, that we could be putting on there. So let's try and get them down into like the pill kind of short sentences. So give me 1 second.
Yeah.
2 to 3 words max. So let's have a look what I would be putting on there. So, you know, cute little things like, you know, it's warm, but it's not hot. You know, it's built to last. It is, dogs love it. You know, it is loved by however many you've sold, like 2,000 other. What sort of what is sausage dog or what was it again?
Dachshunds.
Dachshund. You know what?
Sausage dog. Yes.
Loved by 200 dachshunds all over Australia. You know, it's easy to clean. It is, you know, hassle-free returns. It is blah, 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 blah. Like I'm just improvising them, but I gave you like 10. Right. So now I'm on that page and I go tick, 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 tick. Oh, yeah, I'll give Helga my money because I'm more compliant on the product page than I was just like, oh, it's got a cool name, cute photo of the dog and 1 review. I might not buy it. Right.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like when you're talking to your hubby in general, when you're trying to get him to do things, like the more times you get him to say yes, 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 the more times he's going to do it. Same with e-commerce is the same thing, right? So I don't think I've used that analogy before, but it makes a lot of sense after I said it. So makes sense?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hope that's been good for you guys. I might go to, where do you want to go from here, Chris? What do you think?
It's we can go to the next phase if you like.
You're the better talker than I am. That Chris reminds me of every week. I'll jump in if I need to. So
yeah, you can just talk over me.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully that has been helpful so far. Can we get a hand raise? Can we get a head nod? Feel free to use the fancy reaction button as well and let us know if this has made sense to you and been helpful.
It's fun for me.
I mean, we always enjoy ourselves, but it's more about you guys.
Him sitting there
have a nice time as well.
Make my extra 1.8 million bucks over the next 12 months. He's like,
yeah,
tell me how to talk to you guys.
Tim should be raring to go. So hopefully, yes, you can see also, just like Helga was saying, she's, oh, I need to do that. I need to do that. I need to do that. So you can see the gaps in the business, right? In your particular business. You can see it's kind of the same stuff. And that's why for a lot of you that are kind of around the same you've been in the business, you're at scale up, startup, you can kind of see how it applies to your business and you can sort of see the same progress, the same map of the things that you need to do in your business over the next 90 days. Brand strategy, fix your conversion rate, and then start to look at, making your ads and SEO and organic and stuff perform better. So we are at a junction in our call, junction in your lives where you have 2 choices. You've got Grumpy Paul and Happy Paul, as we like to call them. And Grumpy Paul is when you leave this call and you go off and you choose to go it alone again. And you go and figure it out for yourself. And you jump on YouTube and you jump on TikTok and you jump on all the things and get all the confusion again. And a year later from now, you show up on another call and you go, I'm in the same place as I was a year ago when I first met you guys. And we don't want that for you. We want you to choose Green Paul. Right, this is the proven path. This is deciding to work with people that, as I said, can see around the corner. Hopefully we've shown you tonight that we know how to grow ecom businesses. We know what's around the corner. We know what your next best step is. And when you surround yourselves with people that are on the same path as you, people that have done what you want to do, this is how you eliminate procrastination. You drop down the stress and the overwhelm, because people can tell you what to do, and then you execute on those things, and then people help you execute those things to a better standard. So here we are, your next best step when you decide to take the proven path. Probably for those of you that are kind of grow up, scale up. So Tim, I think as Paul said, best opportunity for you is to jump on a call. Paul's going to get connected with you. One of our team will get connected with you to book a call. And anyone else that's kind of in this sort of phase where you're a bit further down the line, jump on and book a call. I don't know if we're going to drop a link, Chris, or if we'll just reach out personally.
I'll drop a link anyway.
Yeah, drop a link.
In that kind of that zone of business. But look, you'll have Roxy messaging you anyway if you want to chat afterwards. But if you just get a time to chat with us for more personal, like this is what we need to do next, just go through that link and go ahead and book a time for us.
Cool. So for those of you that are in that category, this next part may or may not be relevant for you, but for everybody else, this is where you stay in tune, because this is 100% relevant for what you need to do. And it's what we call our store converter kit. And luckily for you on this call, we are dropping our Black Friday deal early. This is a workshop early release of our Black Friday deal that will be kicking off publicly in the next couple of weeks. So this is your opportunity to get in and get it before it goes public. So what is the store converter kit? The store converter kit is our high converting Shopify template. Our theme that we've built, as Paul said, the 400, 700 plus points of conversion rate optimization into your product page, your collection page, your home page, pre-built into a template, into a theme that our dev team install on your into your store for you. So we custom install it for you, and then we support and manage you through the process. So you get all of your core pages optimized for conversion. Your product page done. Just plug your products in. All of the stuff's here, all the stuff we talked about on the call tonight. People viewing, reviews in the right place, right? Everything in the right order. Same for your collection, same for your home pages. So you get a store that's been built and tested by e-commerce experts. We rolled out hundreds of these things. This is the same template that we build all of our custom stores from, where clients are paying $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 for these stores to be built custom. This is the same framework that we use there. As I said, there's 300 plus conversion driven features built into the theme. You also get support and setup. Our team set it up for you, and our team then supports you whilst you build inside of a private Slack channel. You get that brand consistency, everything in the right place, stuff looking the way it does. We give you advice on building out your H1s, your H2s, all that sort of thing. You can ask those questions as you go through and start to build out your new stores. You get more than just a theme. You also get access to our eCommerce Circle Connect program, which is our community program where you get up to 8 live calls a week. You get support inside of Slack where you can ask all of your questions on Meta, on Teams, on staffing, on logistics, on Google ads, on Meta ads, on Crow, on brand, and come to 8 live calls a week where we teach you all of this stuff as well. You get step-by-step video training that will show you how to build out this framework, how to use it, how to update it, where to plug all your stuff into it. And you also get a bunch of our best coaching courses. You get Paul's conversion optimization course, which you won't need to use because all this stuff is baked in, but it's good to understand the why behind why certain things are in certain places. You get my brand strategy course, which, as Paul said, when we do this live, this is a $5,000-$6,000 piece of work we do with clients, but you get the course version where we've had clients go through that process by themselves and build amazing brand strategies so they know what to say. They nail that story part of their business. There's 3 courses now, I think, on Meta ads. There's another brand guide course. So there's a bunch of stuff in there that's going to help you in your own time start to build out your business in a better way. You also get full-time support inside of a custom Slack channel. This is for everyone on this call. It's like, my website's okay. I stuff around with it all the time, but I'm at 0.05% conversion rate. And I want to be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6%. This thing is the way to quickly get there right? Install this theme, you get the site boosted, you get all of the conversion elements ready to go, and then you plug and play your own content into the template. We've made this super, super affordable. As I said, when we custom build sites, we're at $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $12,000. You'd probably find other people that build custom sites for $20,000, $30,000, which is crazy. We've created this so that people like yourselves can get in for under $1,000 and get the same conversion, right? Get these same themes, get these things that allow you to scale your business in a shorter time. You could plug this thing in and build it over a weekend and have a better store in a couple of days' time. That's the power of using a really good template. This is obviously not a free Shopify theme. It's not Dawn, it's not Turbo. It's not these themes that are really limited. You can't do a lot with. This is a high power template. As I said, you get the full template. You get the complementary installation and setup by our team, so it's all configured properly, ready to go for you. You get the step-by-step online training. You get the conversion course, the brand course, 3 meta ads courses, and more to come. And you also get 2 months, 2 full months of access to our e-commerce Circle Connect program, which is generally $97 a month. You get that free for 2 months, where you can get support while you build out your store. Once your store's done, you get to come to a meta call, a crow call, an SEO call, a brand call every single week and progress your business. Learn how to become a better CEO of your business. Learn how to run meta ads. Learn how to do SEO in a better way. Get access to all our custom GPTs, all of our playbooks. All of that is part of the bonuses when you purchase this. And it is only $997 one-time payment. We obviously also have the pay in fours. It's about $249.47 or something over 4 payments on Klarna and Afterpay, if that works for you. We also have what we call our workshop Action Takers Guarantee, which, long story short, is if you purchase tonight, you go to all the training, right? You go through all of the training, you do your best to set this thing up, you ask good questions, you complete all the action steps, you set up all the page templates, you choose good fonts, you put all your colors in, right? You show us that you've done your best to change the store. If you do all that and you're 30 days down the track and you're like, this just hasn't worked for me, let us know and we will refund your entire investment. No hassles, no hard feelings. Off you go. Full refund within 30 days. We're sure that you won't take that, but this is the kind of icing on the cake. If you happen to get down the track and like, it just hasn't worked for me for whatever reason, but you've given it a really good crack, this sort of takes all the hurty stuff out of doing it. As you can see, people like Karen built her amazing site using this. She's not to, you're amazing, Karen, but Karen is not a tech whiz, right? She knows how to build Shopify, but she's built an incredible store and her business has seen the amazing results. Justin's used the store. Plenty of people on this call that have used this converter store, this theme to build their stores out. So that's it, $997. We're going to launch this publicly in a couple of weeks. So if we go ahead, you help do it. You get help. You will get support in a private channel. So we have a converter kit channel inside of our Slack community, which will drop you into that. You can ask questions inside of there. So you'll get private help, personal help inside of that as well. We obviously have lots of templates and support and Zoom and Loom videos and all kinds of things. We've helped people build tons of these things. So we'll get you unstuck. You also get a course from Paul that talks you through how to start to edit all the pages and how to get going. So you get full support as you get going. You're not on your own. This isn't a buy the theme and off you go. And you also get the 2 months inside of the Connect program as well. So you'll be inside of Slack. You'll have the ability to message our team if you get stuck as well.
Here's a screenshot of Karen's actual results, and she can confirm this, given that she's on the call. I didn't even know you're there, Karen, but there you go. She started with nothing in May. What are you up to now, Karen? 14.26.
No, today it's over 15, nearly 16.
Is that your biggest month you've ever had on Shopify? Looks like it.
Oh God, yeah, on Shopify, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Karen's a tea leaf reader, so she can read the future. Did you see that coming, Karen?
I hear it all the time.
I did tell her like 6 months ago. I said, get off Etsy, set up your own site. She's like, I'm not sure, love. And she's
Oh,
done it
dear.
anyway. Obviously, like again, like we said, this is for people that are, like under 100 grand a month. This is a great thing. Or more probably 50. You know what I mean? People like Tim, like there's much faster ways for Tim to go about us fixing his website and bigger brands that watch this later. Because we're mindful that there's people that watch this and go, like, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. But for anyone who doesn't even have a site at the moment, or you kind of just like hacking away at your site, or you've been in business for a while and you've can now see all the things that I've shown you like in the space of half an hour, like this thing's perfect for you. And exactly what Chris said. I mean, at the end of the day, like it's, the refund, you're not going to find a better refund policy than that. Like that's like, if you come to the calls and you listen and you can follow instructions, and if for some reason it doesn't work, message me and I'll give you your money back. Can't make it any more, generous and kind than that. So we'll probably throw to some questions now, because I'm on, people have got some questions. Like we said, though, I don't think Chris mentioned this. Like we've opened this up now on tonight's call. Like our goal is we're only selling 50 of these things because it takes a lot of work for us to set this up for people. So in a few days, this is going out to our newsletter list and our public list. So once we sell the 50, it's gone. You won't get it again, right? Until we do something next year. So if you do want it, today or tomorrow probably today is the time to grab it. But I'm happy to answer any questions anybody has right now.
You should also say that this thing sells for $1,997 every other day of the year.
Yeah. Goes for $2,000.
That's a $2,000 product every day of the year, apart from today. So you're essentially saving $1,000.
Yeah.
By taking action right now.
Yeah. And then at the end of your time in our Connect program as well, like you can stay in the community, which we're pushing 250 people, 250 brands in there at the moment. And there's brands there that are brand new. And there's brands there that are doing 10 grand, 20 grand, 50 grand, millions a month. So once you've spent the 2 months with us and you're like, hey, you guys are lovely. And I've become friends with people like Karen in the community. They're like, how do I stay? It's like $97 a month to hang out with us. You can pay in full, obviously, and get a discount, but we're still there to support you for as long as you want our support, right? And then there's no hostage situations. If you get to month 4 and you're like, I'd like to leave, that's cool. We can let you leave and then you can come back later, whatever you want to do. We just want to give you a good website that says the right thing, converts, makes you a lot of money, and you hang around cool people like yourselves, and you're off YouTube and you're off TikTok and you're listening to all the nonsense out there instead. So, question. I get the thing about review. I don't have any reviews. What was the comment?
Yeah,
no, I mean, if you don't have
it on when there's no reviews.
Yeah, if no reviews, don't turn it on. Like just leave that off for the moment until you do have the option to get lots of reviews. So I would encourage you though to like, even if you've got past customers that have purchased from you, like you get the converter kit, you turn it on, you go and install a system that we call Judge Me, which is an application. It's like $10 a month. Go back to those people and like, hi, remember me? Can I please have a review? So that you get some social proof happening. And if they say no, then we're going to go, oh, that's another problem. Why is that not occurring? All good. Next question.
Helga had some questions. Yes, you built it yourself, essentially, Helga, but you'll have some support inside of a private channel where you can say, hey, I'm trying to fix this thing and I can't figure it out. Okay. So our team will be there to support you.
Yeah. Okay, so there's like a 2-hour course that I put together. So you get to watch me talk again. And then we set it up. We log into your Shopify. We turn it on and go, you're good to go now. Put your banners on, change your fonts, put your H1 in, put your H2 in, click save. If you get stuck, there's a whole channel and there's all the other people that have done it. You go, hey guys, how do I fix this? If for some reason they go, you don't get an answer, which won't happen. Like our development team are also in the channel. So just go, hey, like I need some assistance. We'll tag them. They'll help you. And it doesn't cost extra to do that. So it's DIY, community help, expert help, our help. So
what do you do with your existing site while it's being
This runs in the background. So you build this in the background.
Yeah. So for example,
publish it over and switch it over.
Yeah. So I'll show you. So like this is on my screen. So I've just logged in the current site here. So let's have a look. So this is what Shopify looks like, obviously, for everyone who doesn't know. But
Mhm.
so at some point, Karen had like, what would she have had here? Like this thing, but Karen had a crack long time ago doing it herself. So she was using that theme. It was terrible, whatever. So she came along, she got the converter kit, she got to here, she put it on, and you just come along here and you customize it and you customize it and you save it. And then when you're ready, you come through here and you just go publish. And then this theme that's currently on here just gets unpublished and the new site gets published.
Does it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then Karen was fortunate. Every now and then I'd be like, "Do you need some help, Karen? I'll give you half an hour, I'll help you out." I'm like, save, save, save. Or Chris comes along, the rest of our team come along and we go, "Cool, let's go help you out." And then we also encourage people to we also go, once it's live and it's good, if you still want to fiddle, please take a backup, like duplicate the theme in case you stuff it. Because
that's what I was about to say. That's why I had see the date of the last one.
Yeah,
and it's not, and I thought, I want to have a look at this, but I'm not going to stuff it up.
So like we build it so you come along. So you'll see here, like this is basically what you're going to log into. So you'll come in and you'll be like, "Oh, I don't like the banner anymore." So I go, "Oh, okay, that's easy. What does it say? Tea leaf reading with a 21st century twist." So you come over to the right and you'll go, "Where does it say that?" And you go, "Oh, it says that here." And I'm going to go, I'm going to change it. Coffee leaf reading. All right. Okay, quick save, done. And then I go, "I don't like the background image." I go, "That's easy. Like I'll get the background image." I'll go back here and over there. And I'm like, "There's an image sitting somewhere in here." And I go, "Cool. Delete the image, blah, blah, blah." Oh, yeah, in here, sorry, my bad. So see how that is? You go change. I go remove that one, put the new one in. Good save. Come down here. I don't like the black color. I'll change it. I don't like this. I'll change it. I don't like that. I'll change it. So we build it on the theme, but then we build it in an order that is easy for everyone to use because it's in the right flow. That's the most important thing. This is the process people who get a custom site with us kind of go through. However, we spend probably, we will spend 100 hours plus on font choices and colors and making things a bit more fancy and that's why we charge, what we charge when we do a full custom site. So, but no one on this call like really needs that, you know what I mean? Because you're smaller brands, right?
Yeah. Okay. So basically, this is basically a theme that we buy that we then build into what we want.
We give you the theme. We give you the full license, but and we've customized the heck out of it, and we continue to customize it and go, "Hey, like these are new things." And that's also why we get you to come to the e-commerce circle and join it and pay you $97 a month, because every Friday morning I get on there and I do a call for like an hour and a half, and I'm like, "Hey guys, like I'm going to bring on Tim this week, and we built Tim a new website, and Tim's new website's fantastic. However, I found 4 more things that we could fix on Tim's website." Or, "Hey, this is Helga. She got the converter kit. She's done a great job, but see these things, she's still got a few things wrong. I'm going to show her what she should do to make them better." Or I might go, "Hey, see her images? Like she could have put these things on there. See her cart? She should have done this. See that?" And everyone's on the call. No one leaves that call without going, "Oh shit, I want more stuff." Like, and we do that all the time, And then you go, "Great, but I need a bit more help with my brand messaging." So you go to Chris's call every Thursday morning and he'll be like, "Yeah, cool, change this, change that." And you go, "Great." Yeah. Like you can, is it like
I'm just very technical phobic, so that's why I kind of like, so
am I though. That's me. That's me as well. I'm more of a creative than I am tech, that's for sure.
Same as me. So
don't be like we like, for example, my SEO call that's on Tuesday morning, we must have, call it 20 ladies in that call that will be ranging from 40 to 70. When they all join, they're like, "I don't know what the SEO." Now they're all pros. Now they're all chatting on the call, like they're all SEO wizards. Our community is not kids. I'll say that, right? It's like 30 plus to like, I don't know who the oldest member is, probably pushing 70 or something. But they're all like mums and dads, husband and wife, grandmas, grandpa, selling real products, not selling like crap from China. Like, like here's whatever that you can find on Temu. It's like, I reckon we've got half of the people in Australia who sell like caravan products in our community. You know what I mean? Like amazing brands, for example, and like really cool things, like businesses you wouldn't think of and go, shit, how are you doing so much revenue in a business like that? So there's so super good community that we're very proud
You'd
of.
be left out on your own. That's what you're saying.
Sorry, never.
You
Nah,
wouldn't be left on your own.
nah.
Well,
And I
my
used that
industry,
too.
I would have thought I'd be out on my own with my industry. It was a really hard one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every now and then, Karen gets on. There's a tea leaf reading. People, we finished the call earlier. Anyone want the fortune thread? So everything goes in our community, and people build their own little relationships, like privately, which is what we love as well. Like someone will get stuck and be like, "Hey, Karen helped out Helga," or Tim helped out Chris, or whatever. You know what I mean? So no egos, no. I'm very strict as well. I have excuse the French, I have a no dickhead policy. No one in there that's going to cause problems or be a pain in the ass to deal with or like take over everyone's attention. We're all doing our best, trying to make money, make a living. So that's why we exist. So, all right.
I'm just worried I won't be able to do it. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's the fear.
It's as easy as it possibly can be to build an amazing site.
It is. Yeah. All you need to do is click. You drop the link, Chris, to where to get it. Obviously, it's easy. Click it, get your card out, enter the payment details, do it. We'll get you set up tomorrow, pretty much, and you'll be up and running. So
I actually found the original Shopify Dawn theme actually the biggest pain in the ass because you couldn't do so much with it. So
they're very limited.
Very
Dawn,
limited.
Bloom, Turbo, all the classics.
And code and all sorts of shit like that. That really, once I found from the Dawn to the template, it's like fire and water, totally different. But the biggest thing is, and I suppose, look, we're all in it together, is what's the fastest way to check out to get someone's money? That's what we're in this. But it's true. From zero and my old site, when I looked at it through the buying process, it was a pain in the ass and so many different steps. And it was like 6 steps. Now you're bored, gone.
Yeah. The other thing too that's worth mentioning is like some people will buy this thing and then like 6 months later they'll come back and I'll go, hey, can you now like finish my site for me as if it was a custom build? And we go, yeah, here's a quote. We'll do that for you and we'll make it even better because it's the same system that when we build a custom site from someone, whether it's like our $8,000 build or our $18,000 build or our whatever grand, like we come along and do, like even advance it even further. So like, just because when you grab this thing and you start here, like you can come along and you can continue to make this thing amazing is kind of my point as well. So, all right. Well, I won't keep everyone here any longer. I just want to say thank you for everyone who attended tonight. I look forward to seeing you all in the community. I don't want to see you in a couple of weeks when Paul's got the orange face on the slide and be like, why are you back? You could have started this weeks ago. So make a call, trust yourself. I think you've all had a good time. I'll see you in the community. You get to hang out with Karen. There'll be amazing people. If you have any questions, keep an eye out for a call from Chris or a DM from Roxy. Happy to help you. And I will chat to you all soon.
Bye, darling.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.